So then after that confusion, your father decided it would behoove him to figure out a way to give a non-sexual hug.
Is that why he keeps touching me with his fingertips?
Where is Shlub anyway?
The last time I saw him, he was playing dice with an ogre.
The last time I saw him, he was dangling from a tree with his coat pockets turned out, saying he didn't have any money. But he obviously had enough money to buy that coat.
The last time I saw him, he was passed out in a corner, probably from drinking red wine and warm milk all afternoon. What does he call that?
A hot belly nap time.
Which corner was he passed out in?
The one with the big vase.
Oh, yeah, that's a good corner.
That's odd. The last time I saw him passed out in a corner, it was the one with the big vase. But that was ages ago.
This didn't seem like a problem to either of you?
He did not look like this when I saw him.
Nor I. And you know your father, he is a good sleeper. He snoozed right on through Pangea splitting up.
One of you, come here and give your old man a hug. I'll save my sexual embrace for you, my love.
Hippo, what's wrong with him?
I can't be sure just yet. His body's ecosystem is far more complex than most.
Well, he's looking better already. I'm sure it's nothing too serious. Remember when he was passing that furball? He looked a lot worse then.
I think it's his lion heart.
His lion heart.
The heart of my manticore part.
Dad needs medical attention, and I mean serious tinkering. He is really sick.
So what do we do?
I don't think we need to do anything but let him sleep it off. He's obviously going to be okay. He always is.
Can you fix him?
I can try.
No offense, Hippo, but isn't it time someone brought up the goddess in the room here?
What about me?
If Dad's really sick, can't you do a little zap-zap, make him better?
It's not as simple as that.
It was as simple as that when your favorite seal had that cough.
When Shlub and I married, I promised I would never use my powers on him.
And you don't think he'd want you to make an exception here?
No, and besides, I'm too upset. When I'm upset, my powers...
Suddenly don't exist? If he was really sick, which he's not, I would do anything for Dad. But he's not that sick.
What are you doing?
Flying to my ancestral homeland to curl up under a bush and hope that death takes the form of a nice busty tar pit.
Shlub, no, you can't mean that. We have lunch later.
He's got a case of the sick crazies. He doesn't know what he's saying. We gotta get him into a lab. My lab, the lab.
So, your plan is to blow him up. Sounds like it might do a little bit more harm than good, don't you think?
You're not getting it. This bad boy
This
reduced...
isn't a bad boy. This is a death machine.
Just let him explain, Ty.
This big old blasting bad boy reduces anything to its binary essences.
In language, please?
Dad's a mantitar, right? So he's part centaur, part manicore. And a manicore is a man, scorpion, lion, and eagle. I identify the sick element, treat it, and I zap them back together. I built in a reverse zapper. Pretty cool. Hit that and it puts the parts back together. And Dad is saved.
Are you sure this dad splitter will work?
Why don't you ask this Alormus? Part cat, part mouse, and... there you have it. Ignore that part.
I'm not sure I can.
Well, does anyone else have a better idea?
Yes, Mum, fix Dad.
I told you I can't.
Well, can. I mean, be able to. If you can't you just... can?
I don't think we got a lot of time here.
Hippo, just do it. I trust you. Blow him up. I can't watch this.
It worked! I give you Centaur Shlub and Manticore Shlub.
And they're both Shlub.
Well,
What is Shlub?
I think it's a sound, like pfft or
Neither of them is Shlub? That seems wrong.
they're not supposed to be. There is Centaur and Manicore essences. Huh? Hold on.
That's a dragon. I thought the wings were from an eagle. Eagle.
Shlub.
Just as I suspected, it's his lion.
Can you make it better?
It's too far gone. Our only option is to replace his lion with a healthy one. You're the obvious choice. Let's split you up, take out your presumably healthy lion, slap you back together again.
I'm sorry, did you say my healthy lion?
Yeah, you're part dad and part mom, so you're also a manicore, which means you're a lion, bro.
No, hold on just a... Thank you. But if having a sick lion is doing this to Dad, won't having no lion really screw me up?
You should be fine.
If I should be fine, why don't we split you up and use your lion?
I would do it, but I'm the only guy here who knows the technology.
I'm not part lion. Wish I was.
Let's take a step back for a second. Have we considered soup?
I think you're just scared.
Of course I'm scared. I mean, how safe even is this thing? Hey? Oh, no.
What did you do?
It was a mistake. Who knew such a delicate piece of machinery would be so slippery? There you go, bro.
I'm not your bro, and you don't know what you're doing. I can tell from your stupid face.
What is this guy?
An Atlantean from the looks of it. Pretty unpleasant for no reason.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't have Hippo's charm.
That's because I'm not Hippo, you pinheads. I'm my own thing.
Is he better yet? Oh no! Where's Hippo? And which one of you's my Shlub?
Well, we know which lion is Shlub's.
I'm sorry. That was rude.
Ty, what have you done?
What have I done? What have you done? I'm actually working to save Dad. I was about to give him my lion.
About to is for horseshoe crabs and pomegranates. It's an expression.
So, are you going to step in?
No, I'm busy. But you must fix this.
You heard the lady. I'm in charge here now, and I'm going to save Dad. Oh, you think I can't? Well, guess what? I'm going to... Whoa. Damn my commitment to moisturizing. We'll need to keep the Shlub essences and the Hippo essences together, because I don't know what happens if they get mixed up.
You know who would probably know what happens? Hippo.
Yeah, I get it. I hate to pull rank here, but Dad is my actual dad. He's just your stepdad. So please, just go along with my plan.
Are you sure you didn't make all this happen so you could be in charge?
I think he did.
You're an essence. You don't know me. I'm the king, so I'm always in charge, you know, in general. I promise you, Stoop, this wasn't the plan, but it is what it is.
It's called turning a whoopsie-daisy into an oops-eternity.
Do you all have personalities? Because that will be a lot to keep track of.
Humans are like a newer thing in the world, so I think I'm still finding mine.
And scorpions don't talk, though they communicate somehow, maybe through smells. Dragons are know-it-alls.
Are any of you dad parts, like, really horny? Wow, trippy.
You know what? This is going to get very confusing. We need to be smart about this. You want to help? You can keep track of them with these.
This is a good use of my time and talents.
Now, I will carefully blow up Hippo's Manitor.
Wait!
Are we ready?
Is we just me?
Let's see, we've got the fire, the swirly stick, a fork you could comb your hair with. Where's the thing? Oh,
Deliria, what are you doing in the kitchen?
my husband isn't feeling well and I want to surprise him with something special.
Do you need help?
Of course not, I'm a goddess. I know how to make lunch.
Okay, well, what's for lunch?
Something he had in a dream. It's a party for the mouth, and complicated, yet simple, and that it came in a dish. That's all I know. That, and that he loves it, and that I want to make it for him. He woke up salivating.
Okay, so maybe it's a dry kind of food?
Oh, I know he loves dry food, especially when it gets wet, and then dry again. Like lasagna.
So, lasagna.
If you're going to help me, you need to be serious.
I'm serious. We're going to figure this out together, you and me. A servant and a goddess.
Don't do that.
It's okay, everyone. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to make you better. There's nothing to be afraid of.
It's a weird experience having the essences I've shared a body with split like this. Like I'm feeling a breeze that's blowing in a different city. Right on.
But we're not supposed to be here, man! We're not supposed to exist!
But if you think about it, is anything supposed to exist?
Nerd! Nerd.
Don't worry, I'm scared too. We should probably stick together.
No, you shouldn't. Everyone stay sorted until we...
Done with the ribbons. Unless you want me to put the blue ones on too.
Of course. Of course. Well, that's a later this afternoon problem. I just need the... Yes, that's a healthy little lion guy. Now, let's get to swapping. Well, why? What have you done? Why would you do that?
Maybe I'm protective of my fellow essence. Maybe I wanted to punish you. Maybe I have no impulse control. Dealer's choice! Hey!
I'm doing this for Hippo. He'd get it.
Well, Well, that's just great. Now we don't have a healthy lion we can use.
Sure we do. It's in you.
Can you please stay out of this?
Ty, that's part of Dad. You can't be mad at Dad. He's sick.
I know he's sick. That's why we need another lion.
Well, you didn't seem to know he was sick before. Now Hippo might know what to do.
We don't have time to put Hippo back together. We don't even know which things are him.
I bet we could figure it out.
No, you know what? No more splitting up this family, at least not on purpose. Starting now.
If you say so.
I've been thinking about this all wrong.
Oh, you think?
We need another Manitor. The only other Manitor. Bring me Paizo.
What is the meaning of this? I demand to know. Great polymorphous perversity, Shlub man. What have you gotten into?
Paizo! Great to see you. Now, just so I've done my due diligence here, would you confirm for me that you're a Manitor exactly like my father, Shlub?
Obviously. In fact, I'm third generation. I'm very proud of being a Mantitor. I couldn't imagine living any other way.
Did he say third generation?
Here we go. Maximum power.
Whoa, there's so many of them.
I guess that makes sense.
I did it. We have all the lions we could ever want to smush into Dad. We can throw one in for Hippo, too.
He's thinking what I'm thinking.
I'm out. Forget it.
It didn't even occur to me to try to escape.
No. If you leave, you can never recombine exactly as you were before. Stay where you are. How is it so hard to replace a sick lion essence in a Manitor?
Hey, guys. Hey.
Okay, we've already tried crunchy, sweet, hard, round, plump, and juicy. Does any of this seem right?
Yes, but there might have been one more. Salt! That was it. Wait, never mind. That was a sex thing. But I wouldn't rule it out for food, too.
What's happening in here?
We're making lunch!
And we're getting close!
I heard Paizo getting dragged in against his will earlier. Does that mean Shlub is better?
No, not yet, but we're working on it. I was just wondering if maybe, you've reconsidered trying to use your powers.
Can't you see that I'm busy? And this kitchen was so disorganized. I mean, who needs so many mugs?
You can put anything in a mug.
Not this lunch, you can't. No. This lunch goes in a dish. And it's cold, wet, chunky, dry, and it all works in perfect harmony.
Here, try this.
We're getting close. Try all the same things together, but don't stir.
Don't stir? Are you sure?
Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. Pile all the stuff on top of each other, one by one.
I know this is important, but things are really bad in there.
Please, let me do this cheese!
Where did you go?
After the Paizo thing, I just thought I'd ask Mom if maybe...
Right, she's already made it clear that she won't help. I'm the only hope.
Right. So on the battlefield, we have a special word for this. A mess. But Mom, she's acting really weird.
She's acting selfish and dramatic and utterly unhelpful. That's not weird at all. That's Mum.
I don't know. It's a little different this time. She's like making things with her hands. In the kitchen.
Unbelievable. If I were a god, I'd fix Dad right away.
Me too. Sucks only being half a god.
Wait a minute, that's right. I'm half Mum. If I split myself, the god side of me can do what Mum has been refusing to do. Then I can save Dad and probably clean all this up real fast too.
You really think that'll work?
We've got to try. Now, explode me.
Finally.
Bring me Shlub's lion. Seriously? One of you dragons, check to see if it's getting any better.
It's hard to tell with all the flowers in the way.
Dad would have loved this.
It died. Our lion part died.
What does this mean for Foon Foon? I've decided to call myself Foon Foon.
Game over, man! Game over!
All right, where are my guys? Might as well smoosh back up and see what happens.
Oh, no, I'm not smooshing back up. I was never planning to smoosh back up.
Well, maybe we should explore new combinations. I think all the dragons together could be pretty cool.
What would that mean for me?
I don't know, but don't think you can start asking us for rides.
What are you doing? I really think you should give me the zapper.
I refuse to believe that there isn't a powerful god inside me that can fix Dad.
Okay, now let's see. I guess that's just what happens when you split a god? More of that god?
It's not working. Maybe your god side is not that strong.
But there's progress.
Hey, can we get the thingy over here?
Not right now. I'm trying something.
Great. Let's just try smooshing. Ouch! At a certain point, we have to acknowledge that what we're doing looks a little foolish.
Ty, this is crazy. Just shoot your manticore, take the lion, and get this over with so everyone can go back to how they're supposed to be.
I'm getting there. I was right. There's a powerful god in me. And it's pretty fun. Stoopy, look at me.
Stupid.
I am a god.
I see that. So are you gonna save Dad?
What's that now? I don't think it's what I meant to do, but I'm happy it happened.
Ty!
What? Look at all the puppets dancing. You know who'd like to see this?
My God, Colax, I think we did it.
Who would have believed it would work? A dip of 7 layers.
The cold shredded cheese is so wrong, it's right. Oh, the perverse things that come out of my beautiful Shlub's mind. Thank you for helping me. I've just been feeling so helpless, which is weird for me. My husband's very ill. I don't know if he's going to get better, and I don't think I can save him.
So you're saying there's a chance for us?
What? What?
Misread the signals. Forget it. Misread the signals.
Put me down!
Mom, check it out. I'm a god just like you. Greater than you. A whole other level of greatness, it seems like.
What is happening with Shlub?
Hold on. I've got to do something.
No, not a low pony. Ty, be reasonable.
No one looks good with a loney. Oh, lighten up. I'm just teasing you. It's funny.
You know how people go mad with power? Ty's gone stupid with god power.
Stop this right now. I am your mother.
Oh, look at that. Who's the mother now?
Ty, you need to stop playing around and let me go.
Can't risk you zapping me again. That wasn't very nice. I'm just trying to help here.
Well, then at least use your god powers for good.
I could say the same to you. Strong bird point. That is fun.
It's not that I didn't want to help. When I'm upset, I can't trust my powers. I was afraid if I intervened, I might mess it all up and I'd be the one to kill him. Okay? I thought he'd be in better hands with you children.
Oh, wow. I think I've had this dream before. So, did I fix Dad?
No! He's actually gotten worse. His lion died.
I knew it. I could feel it in my bones. And now I don't even know what parts of this puppet show are the rest of him. I'll never be able to say goodbye.
Stu, why aren't you freaking out?
I'm not freaking out because I realized how I can fix this. How I can save my dad. I'm half god too. And I think I can help. Just watch out for the Cyclops. It's smooshing time. Yeah!
Darling, this is absolutely incredible. You made this. It's like you fished it out of my brain's deepest pleasure center.
I help.
Here, try it with these. They don't exist in our world yet.
Ha-ha!
So what was it like being all exploded like that?
Well, at first, I didn't even know I was having an out-of-body experience. I thought I was just sleeping. You know I'm a good sleeper. I slept through an ice age.
And peed for 6 months straight after he woke up.
But this was different. I was sliding in and out of awareness, rhythmically, sensuously, with increasing intensity. I suppose that's why they call death a little love.
Thanks for explaining it all, by the way. At first, I thought some of it didn't make any sense, but it all did make sense. Every part of it.
Well, I, for one, am happy that you're not dead. And I mean that.
Why would you not mean it?
I think he means people can act in surprising ways in an emergency.
Did you do something surprising while I was out?
Let's just say no and leave it at that.
And neither did Stu. She saved you, you know?
Thank you, Stu. I can always count on my daughter.
It was nothing you wouldn't have done for me.
And there's one more thing that happened while I was out. I couldn't stop thinking about Paizo. Isn't that odd? I'd love to see him.
So we can't be sure, but
Paizo exploded, and there's a not insignificant chance that he's in both of us right now.
it got pretty messy, but it all worked out.
Well, not for Paizo.
Focus on the positives. We're all Paizo'd up. Rest in peace, good fellow. Or
Rest in
In
pieces.
pieces.
Right.
rest in pieces, because...
It's the pieces of
We
Paizo.
get it, Dad.
Good night, sweet prince.
Oh, wait, Dad, I got a good one. Now, that's a piece of Paizo.
How is that funny?
Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello? I'm here.
Oh, you scared me a little bit.
I did? Boo! I'm just kidding.
We just came from Krapopolis, but I have zero memory of anything before.
Me too.
You won't believe this, but me too.
I hope this isn't inappropriate, but I feel a strong attraction to all of you. Physically. It's almost like I've just fallen in love.
Me too. I've never felt such an instant attraction like this.
So, should we explore it?
I mean, I can't think of a single reason why not.
What's a couple if you can be a quadru?
Citizens of Krapopolis. I know that usually when I call a town meeting, it's about how many people died or are going to die. But today, I'm here to unveil the new Krapopolis flag. And then afterwards, we'll do deaths. As you can see, it is a bowl cloth dyed the colour blue, which is the most expensive colour because of how many snails you have to grind up to make it. These snails were from Crete. Flags are a pretty new thing, so I'll walk you through it. This flag means us, and then we have to protect it with our lives, because if anyone takes it, that means we've become their prisoners. That's just how flags work, apparently. I'm still learning about them myself. Okay, I enjoy applause as much as the next king, but I also know the difference between real applause and the perfunctory kind, and why there's so few people here in the first place.
Oh, Mother, you are my mother, and I am a boy named Alexander, not Tobias the bricklayer.
Oh, son, I am your mother, a woman named Claire, not Nico who milks goats.
Why are they doing this? That's Nico. We can all see it's Nico.
Shh! Mother, I am hungry. I say this as Alexander the boy. Tobias has already eaten.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Here is some bread to eat. My hands are not empty. They're holding bread. I am a 30-year-old woman.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what are we watching?
It's a brand new art form I came up with. I call it a play.
The opposite of work.
I am fed, once again as Alexander.
And I am happy as Claire, even though you all know I just lost my son in real life.
He did lose his son.
It's true.
Craig, what can I even say? That was amazing.
Oh, thank you. Cool idea, right?
Very cool idea. How did you get it? I mean, where did it come from? How did you do that?
I don't know. I got inspired.
Wait a minute. When you say inspired, do you mean the idea just came to you out of nowhere?
Yeah.
And you felt compelled to just drop everything and pursue it and couldn't have let it go, even if you'd wanted to?
Yeah, I guess.
Run.
Run? Because a citizen was inspired?
By muses!
Oh, no. Protect the flag! Protect the flag! Get out! Shoo! Make it go towards the window!
All right, everybody relax. Science to the rescue.
We're relaxed.
This'll keep them from getting in our heads and giving us ideas we wouldn't normally have. Muses hate copper.
Everyone does. Top 5 worst metals. Easy.
This'll buy me a little time to come up with a more permanent solution.
I don't see why getting good ideas is such a big problem.
Who said anything about good ideas? Most ideas are terrible.
Anything that takes one's mind off sex is automatically suspect in my book. My sex book. It's a book about sexual philosophy. It's a very sexy book.
You know what? I'm sorry. What is going on up here?
Right? Okay, thank you. Thought I was going crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything. Is this a bit, or...?
I have neither the faintest nor foggiest idea what any of you are saying.
Nor have I. Nor has any one of us. Yourselves included. Most of all, in fact.
All right.
Also, we live in a society now. Some people need to be milking cows, not suddenly dropping the udder to start a modelling career. Puts the city at risk.
Hey, watch this. Watch. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, see if I just did. Okay, here we go. Okay, I gotta keep them up in the air.
Right. See? And now we've lost a server for the afternoon.
And that's the least of it. Muses do this so they can consume our resources while we're distracted. They destroy cities.
So what do we do?
Well, if my calculations are correct, it should be possible to catch and contain a muse.
Go! Get out of here!
This means something.
And that is the story of Deliria, the song I'm always singing and doing this dance. Part 20, then we start again.
Off. Sound off. What's the command? Is there a command? I mean, there should be a command. Have you seen my husband? Do you know anything about this?
May I speak?
Well, unless there's another way of answering my question.
Well, the legend of the Manticore's known to the few. Speak, of course, to the glories of the...
I see. No, speak. Don't sing.
You're sure this will work?
Oh, yeah. These headbands are pure copper, and muses cannot resist this bait. Deploy couple on third date!
So...
Here they come. This is it. Sealing exits.
We should spend our lives together.
I want to travel the world on my own.
Now! Keep pedaling, Stoop!
Wait a minute. I got an idea.
What are you doing?
What if we built a big house for the muses, like a nest, where they could live and be comfortable? Maybe bring food to them.
Hi, she's been inspired!
Sorry.
That's all right, Stupendous. It obviously wasn't your fault.
I do still think we should build them that house, though.
Of course you do.
A metamorphosis? Were you going to tell me?
Well, it's only once every 1,000 years.
Well, it seems like plenty of time to tell me.
Who told you? I'll tear them apart.
Shlub, I get it. You think I won't be attracted to you during your process, which is not unreasonable for you to think, given what I've been told. But, as it happens, the only part I find unattractive is you worrying about being unattractive. That's not the Shlub I love and desire.
And who said I was worried about being unattractive? To be perfectly frank, the situation I wanted to avoid was precisely this. I'm far less attracted to you when you're pitying me.
I don't know if I've ever heard you express such a thing. Less attracted to me.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just not the deliria I lie in sexual wait for. Like a jungle cat, stalking another yet even bigger jungle cat, except sexually.
Well, in that case, go. Metamorphose in private, to your heart's content, and know that your devastating wife is absolutely without pity for you while you do.
I thought this would be a story, but there's nothing to solve, and nothing at all to track or follow, nothing at all to malve, jolve, balve.
Oh, they look mad.
Yeah, well, we captured them and have basically been torturing them, so...
What's this about torturing? I'm not sure
Now that we've got them contained, I've developed a way to filter their inspiration. Nothing but good ideas. Check this out.
Oh, hey, Gary. I thought you got killed in battle.
Oh, no, I was able to get my brains back in. Except for the part that the dog ate. And the parts the ants carried off. So I'm working for your brother now.
Right on. Very cool.
Ready?
All right, here we go. Head, brain skull cover. You could cover soldier skulls with metal.
So the enemy would have to break two things to get the brains out. Interesting. Oh, wait, that's helmets.
But still, not terrible for someone with his brains all over the place.
This could be the thing that gives Krapopolis the edge over all other cities.
So what do you say? Are we gonna huff these bodily fluids or what?
A physical fitness regimen could keep an army ready for battle, even when they're not in battle.
drawings can be simplified into standard shapes. The shapes could represent words. No! They could represent sounds. That's how you do a written language.
Okay, this is good. It looks like a plan for governance, representatives, voting. I like it. And where do I sit in all this? Are you serious?
What was your inspiration?
Oh, nothing. I mean, it'll be very useful, but not, no big deal.
All right. Well, I'm excited to go work on my thing.
Yeah, me too. You coming, Ty?
Yes, in just a bit. You go ahead. There could be several branches of government so as to counter each other so that no single one of them becomes too powerful. Oh, come on. This is stupid. This is a stupid invention. Let's try this again. Before arresting someone, it should be upon us to make sure the criminal knows they have the right not to tell us whether they're guilty. Oh, what's going on here? Why is all my inspiration about leaders not mattering anymore? Can I get an idea that doesn't put me out of a job?
Hey, nobody asked for our opinion, but we could have some insight about that. We've been inspiring people for a pretty long time.
You can talk?
Deliria?
Shlub! Thank goodness I was here. You're in no shape to defend yourself.
I believe that is part of the appeal. I'm incredibly tender. My meat falls right off the bone. Predators can smell my molting from a mile away. But what are you doing here? I thought we had agreed.
I'm so sorry for stalking you, but I've decided you can't be entirely trusted to call your own shots during this process. After all, as you've just demonstrated, you'd literally die before accepting pity, which is a risk you're not allowed to take because it intrudes on my right to keep you alive.
Well, I'm in no position to disagree, so as long as this is what you really want to do, you're welcome to stay here and protect me. But fair warning, it gets gross. Ah, mind the Wasperfants, my dear.
It makes perfect sense. Maybe a scientist or a warrior can make do with some watered-down version of what we do. But for an idea that will inspire a king, you need the real deal.
I knew it. I knew it wasn't something wrong about me.
Remove the filter. You're clearly a great mind. You can handle the pure stuff.
Wait a minute. You're not just trying to get in my head so you can make me let you go or something.
Oh, wow, no. If only. No, we don't want to make you feel stupid. Not everyone knows all the Muse rules, but we can't make you do anything. All we can do is inspire. Whether that makes you build a utopia or kill your siblings is entirely up to you.
Well, here's hoping it's the former.
At what point do they let up?
I wish I could say that, but I'm afraid my memory is fading. Another unpleasant side effect of the metamorphosis. It is possible I'll forget who you are.
Forget who I am?
Yes, and if that happens, there's no guarantee I'll have precisely the same feelings for you, or any at all, as a matter of fact.
Well, that is a complication, isn't it?
Indeed. But before I forget, I should warn you that in the final molting stages, I will emit an odor that all magical beasts will smell, and all will wish to feast upon my pupil form. It does rather attract a higher order of cosmic boogans.
Oh, I'm fine with that. But to clarify, you will, of course, eventually be back to your old self.
In other words, you want to know if all this is going to be worth it. The body horror, the beasts, and the boogans.
I suppose so, yes.
That's a very crucial question. I regret to inform you that I have forgotten the answer. The good news is, you're a sexy thing, aren't you? Perhaps we can get to know each other. What's your name?
What are you doing, Ty?
Oh, hello. You're just in time. I came up with this incredible idea. Just really amazing.
Okay.
Ready? This.
No!
Oh my god, I just realized something. My entire life has been a work of art, and I finally know how to finish it! I'm beautiful!
When you got it, you got it.
I call this painting Pomegranate Man.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
I'm a comment on rampant consumerism.
On the plus side, some of these deaths are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys die, and none of them were as thought-provoking as this. Did you see Pomegranate Man?
Yeah, I actually found that one disappointing.
You did?
But wait a minute, Ty, why did you do this? How could you let them play you like that?
I just kept getting these visions of how unnecessary I was and how the best thing I could do was make myself even more unnecessary. I guess I wanted to prove that there was a role for me.
Why didn't you tell us?
I was ashamed.
Wait a minute. Shame. The opposite of inspiration is humiliation.
Oh, yeah. Like in the legend of Inspo and Humil, the whole point of that famous parable is Inspo and Humil are opposites.
That's it. That's how we'll beat them. And by the way, Pomegranate Man was brilliant. You're crazy.
All right, you don't know who I am, but you're still the Manticore I know, whether you look it or not. None of this is sexy or fun. Well, not none. The memory part has potential. But either way, I find I am here for you. Even the bad part.
Marvelous, because here that comes now.
Well, all right. We'll just... Mama! Oh, God!
Do I really need to be on your back? It doesn't feel especially heroic.
No time! They've spotted us! Go! Go!
Okay, let's see.
Now, Ty! Now!
I'm terrified of failure. I'm afraid I won't be able to do what anyone wants of me.
That's what I'm talking about.
More Ty! More shame!
I hear myself speaking sometimes, and I just hear it, how other people must be hearing it, and I want to fold into the tiniest ball of nothing and just cease to exist.
You're doing it, you pathetic idiot!
You know, keep going!
I tell myself I want to find the perfect person to spend my life with, which, ironically enough, if I'm being honest, is basically Mum and Dad, what they have. But if I'm really being honest, I'm not sure I even do care about finding the right person.
No!
Maybe what I really want is for someone to be dropped into my lap. Someone.
Mama!
Anyone.
Get away from my baby husband!
And be with her forever, no matter how we change.
Mama!
Oh, I'm here, love.
Even if it would make neither of us happy. Even if we knew it was going to make both of our lives worse in almost every way.
Mama!
Because if I'm being honest, the bottom line is, I'm just terrified of being alone.
Mama!
There, little one. You're safe now.
Okay, just one left.
Hit it with some real nasty shame.
Yes, I've got shame in spades. I tell you, I am... Wait.
Did you just get proud about shame?
No, well, I guess I do have a knack for it.
You people have made me mad. You could douse yourself in copper sauce and I would still pick you down to the bones.
That doesn't sound good.
Copper sauce?
I got this.
Ty, no!
Don't worry, I have an idea. Or rather, I don't.
Huh?
Let me ask you something. Aren't you a little tired of having your whole thing be in service to other people? I ask because I relate. Don't you think you could market this? Why don't you just withhold inspiration most of the time and only give it to the people who are the most grateful for it? That way you can make a name for yourself and have leverage over humanity. All the credit, they'll always give the credit and none of the blame. You can even ask them for things in exchange. Let them do the work.
You know what? That is the least inspired, most obvious, best idea I've ever heard. It makes total sense. I could be loved by true artists and poets, visionaries. You're a lifesaver, Chief. Peace out!
Wow, what do you know?
All hail Tyrannis, the patron saint of mitigation and compromise and second guessing.
Huh, all right.
Well, this all seems to have worked itself out without much trouble.
Sure, and yours as well. Actually, what was yours exactly?
Your father's metamorphosis.
You look...
I don't know that I'd say it went well. He did survive it, and he seems to remember me again at least. You do, yes? Somewhat?
Oh, quite a bit, my darling. Quite a bit indeed.
But I became a mother figure, and we bonded, so we're never going to have sex again.
That's just
End of an
it's a
era.
real shame.
Yes, it was so unsettlingly intimate, it almost looped back around into being sexual again.
It did, didn't it?
You tell me, Mother.
How did it get grosser? You know, in a way, I'm glad this happened, the business with the muses. It was a lesson we needed.
I agree completely. My scientific brain just wanted to control creativity, which ultimately should never be controlled.
Yeah.
You learned some things too?
Oh, yes, of course. But I guess what I'm saying is this is a good thing. No, you know what? It's a great thing.
I agree. I do. It did end up working out.
It sure did. Do you think I need to make a speech? Do they expect that, do you think?
Nah, they're busy.
Yeah, of course. Carry on. Don't mind us.
After I do the cut, there's gonna be a lot of blood. But after much trial and error, I think I found a way to stop it. You're gonna be fine.
Hippo, drop everything. I didn't mean literally, but fine.
Are we good here? No, we're not. Because every time I try to do one thing to actually advance science, I get interrupted.
I actually meant all this red.
Anyway, they're having a launch ceremony for our new unsinkable boat.
Why would I go to that?
Well, as the designer of the unsinkable boat, it wouldn't instill much confidence if you didn't show up.
It doesn't run on belief. It's unsinkable whether I'm there or not.
Come on, I've always wanted a navy. All the serious cities have one, and the whole family has to make a showing.
All right.
We got some yellow leaking too now?
You'll be fine. Exactly as fine as you were before. But I was gonna make you a god.
Aw, nuts.
Come on, roll faster.
Literally, no part of me was designed for land. Anyone else in my situation couldn't do a tenth of what I do. I am so unappreciated in this.
Ugh, not again.
Not again? Did the sea creature who overcame every single obstacle to live on land and built your entire city for you almost die? Is that what you're saying? Not again?
I'm just saying, it happens a lot.
And half the time, it's your fault. Either you trip me, or you step on my wheels, or you blow that whistle that's the exact right frequency to shatter my helmet.
That whistle is designed to scare away the birds that keep swooping at my hair, and I will not apologize for that.
Navy sucks! Army rules!
I like the enthusiasm, but that's not really the spirit of the event.
Where are my gods at? Oh, right. Not here. Stupendous block the light, will you?
You know I'm a warrior, right? Not some kind of butt-kiss head priestess or something.
Well, you're my daughter. I created you and didn't leave you on a rock for coyotes, so I don't know what job title you'd prefer, but the sun is in my eyes, so block it.
Get ahead, priestess.
All right, are we ready to go wave at some sailors and launch a boat? Hippo, let's go. We could be on the dock by now.
Oh, God! It's sinking as fast as the sinkable ships!
I still don't like being late.
What the hell is that?
And who the hell built it?
And why the hell is there no food at this ceremony?
Food's here!
So there's an entire kingdom under the ocean?
Atlantis, yes. We're known for our beautiful parks, and secondarily for being underwater.
They call it the Babylon of the ocean.
Babylon is the Atlantis of the land. We came as soon as we knew, brother.
Knew? Look, this is when you threw up on Agamemnon.
That wound up on the gossip vases? I didn't know there were paparazzi there. Well, that's cool.
I don't understand.
One of our own out in the wild? You're one of us. You didn't know?
An Atlantean? Did you know, Hippo? Did you, Dad?
I knew I'd slept with a fish. One does know every fish has a story.
My first memories involve a lot of muck and survival. Mostly muck, but also survival. Can't recall a sea paradise.
You must have lost your way somehow. But now, it's time for you to come home.
I'm good.
Oh, Hippo. Oh, I'm sorry, he's weird. Are all Atlanteans weird? No offense. He's just so weird. Now, I don't imagine you'd be interested in trading one of your boats for a shipwreck. No. Okay, but we could give you, for example, fire, although I'm not sure how we'd get it to you. I'm going to assume it's pretty wet down there.
We must leave. These suits will keep us alive only for so long. If your brother wishes to return to Atlantis, he must decide.
Right. No worries about the boats and the drowned soldiers, then. Or the rug.
There. Now you won't forget to put your fingy in the hole.
Thank you.
Hippo, there is a secret underwater civilization with a boat that goes underwater and not in a sinking way, and you're not going to visit?
I've been underwater. I came out for a reason.
What about seeing where you're from, getting to know your people? Maybe you could find your mum.
I'll pass. If a sea mom takes an interest in her newborn children, it's usually because she wants to eat them.
Wouldn't you like to find out?
Do me a favor. Let's not pretend this is about me. You want to go down there to be a monarch and meet another monarch and do dumb monarching things like trade negotiations or something.
It's called kinging, and I can't do it if you don't go.
Then I guess you can't do it.
It's just a visit. We'd be stronger than Sparta if we had one of those boats. I'll give you immunity.
Full immunity.
Full.
When?
One time of your choosing.
For any crime against city, man, God, or you?
Full immunity. I really like kinging.
What do you think of this at the foot of the bed? Or up here on the ceiling? Ugh, now the rest of the ceiling looks so bare.
This is why you wouldn't let me go weapon shopping with my brother? I knew it!
Still waiting for an answer on the divan.
Yes, no. Knock, knock. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Who is this? Kill her for me.
Oh, I can wait outside. I just didn't know if I was supposed to meet you in here or...
No, come in. Mom, this is the head of one of your Delirian cults. She's gonna be your new head priestess.
I see. Are yours the grovelers or the loud ones who really want to engage? You'll forgive me. I do get the sects confused.
Oh, don't you worry about any of that. I'm here for you, not the other way around. You focus on how you want to spend your time, and I'll take care of everything else. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, but can I just say, I hope this isn't inappropriate. I love your home.
Do you?
Are you kidding? I mean, I would have expected that your sense of interior design would be unmatched. You're the goddess Deliria, but still, to see it, I'm sorry, I'm fawning.
No, fawn away.
Obviously, I live to serve, but apart from the temples, if you ever needed help around the palace, like if you wanted to hang more of these incredible drapes, for example.
Ooh, more drapes. Interesting. Do you think that would work? Where would you put them?
Good. See, Mom? She's gonna take care of you. If you want someone to boss around and thank you for doing it, that'll be her.
Stupendous, please. I am trying to speak with my priestess.
Okay, then. Maybe I'll go find a bear to fight. Or a bear made out of other bears. What do those bears think they're up to?
So, do you really have no interest in seeing where you're from?
I guess the tech is interesting, but I'm in it for the immunity. You got a clear sense of what you want down there so we can be in and out quick? I know I said in and out. That does not require you to...
Not too quick, I should hope. Although in some cases, that's just the thing.
Gotta remember to think before I speak. Seriously, though, I got work to do up there. What's your plan?
Well, since we're the first land people to discover Atlantis, I'm thinking we could be exclusive trading partners.
Exclusive and trading partners seem to be a contradiction. But color me intrigued.
You guys better put your suits on.
Welcome home, Hippocampus, Prince of Atlantis.
Prince?
Prince?
I know why we're saying Prince, because I've been paying attention. But if anyone did want to explain...
Hail! 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 Hail!
I could actually get used to this.
Hail! Hail! Hail!
You know, I have to admit, this place is incredible. Look at the lights, the vehicles, the no people fighting or urinating in the streets.
I'm happy you like it, Your Highness, and I hope you'll make it your home.
I'm seriously considering it. Hey, guys, come on, keep up. Tired of having to accommodate you.
Very well done.
Touche.
Perfectly played.
Bullseye.
Ouchie, ouchie.
Over here is our transportation hub, and this is one of our many beautiful parks.
I particularly appreciate how you've rounded up all your criminals for our visit. That's something we in Krapopolis need to do better at, actually.
You'll find no criminals here. We only have a single jail cell, mostly for when people hit the clam juice too hard.
So there is alcohol. Well, that answers my first 3 questions.
I spent my whole life thinking I'd come from nothing, but this isn't the muck. This is advanced society.
Surely you sensed you were special.
I did. I just didn't know why.
Well, now that we know, let's talk alliances, technology. We're very interested in the ships, the artificial light, the squid zappers.
Interested in hearing more about this clam juice as well?
Well, we've scheduled a meeting for Tyrannis and your father to discuss an exchange of military and technological information. But for you, Hippocampus, we have something much bigger planned. You're going to meet your mother.
Kind of more into the tech thing, to be honest.
Hippo with the S. Seriously.
I guess I'm just not that geeked about moms.
Oh, I remember her.
Hello, son.
Mom?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have an appointment?
Seriously?
Oh, that's just my daughter. Let her in.
Welcome.
Stupendous. I see you've met my priestess.
We already met, Mom.
Just started yesterday.
Yeah, I was there.
And already indispensable. You were there? Are you sure?
I set it up, remember?
Priestess? Was my daughter here yesterday when you arrived?
She was, yes.
Oh, I suppose you were here.
Wait a minute. Did you give her the...
Pendant that contains a small portion of my power, yes. Enabling her to act in my name as my divine representative.
Why would you do that, Mom? You just met this person.
It makes it easier for her to assist me, of course. Leaves me more time to follow my bliss.
Are you messing with me? Because you're mad I don't want to be your servant?
Oh, are you jealous? Because I've found someone who appreciates her position beneath me?
If I may, it must be challenging for your daughter to suddenly have a new person in your life.
That's not it.
Didn't I tell you about her moods? Ugh, that's why I gave you my necklace, by the way. What would she do with it?
I'm sorry my tear caused a benthic storm. I'm not used to the physics down here, I guess.
Don't give it another thought. Look at you. You're 1 in a million.
Ow.
I'll never forget the day you were born.
Whoa, I think I actually remember that. Is that possible?
I believe so. Particularly with you. I could see even then that you were special.
Well, you know, I do my best.
How did you manage to solve the land-breathing problem? Our technology allows us to stay on land only for about an hour.
Oh, you need a filtration system.
Incredible. Sketch it out for me.
So that right there is our meat deworming facility. Meat deworming is something you guys should really look into. Ooh. Excuse me?
Getting back to the tunnels, though, what's the standard on secret tunnels in the back?
Quite common. We've got plenty of them. Here, here, here. And this one leads right into my bedroom in case we're being invaded. And I just don't want to deal with it.
And the entrance to that tunnel? I mean the exit?
Son, I've bugged out of enough cities to know when people are planning a surprise attack. And I have to say, these people have done nothing but explore our military weaknesses.
Oh, nonsense. They're just being thorough.
How many men, just as a thought exercise, do you think it would take to, say, I don't know, thoroughly overwhelm your civilization and kill all land dwellers?
Hittites. I hate these guys.
That which is given, we now use to take. Through us shall she be known, and through us alone.
I knew she was up to something janky.
Yeah, so this is how you build a helmet more or less like mine. You can stay on land indefinitely with one of these.
Ingenious. May I show this to my science team?
I'd be insulted if you didn't.
My son.
Oh no, get ready for some more blubbering. Because this guy just became a crier. But seriously, do we need to worry about another one of those crazy water storms?
Yes.
Hippo! I'm very nervous about the amount of information we've been giving them.
Yes, and in exchange for very little, you have to drink about a gallon of clam juice before you even feel the slightest thing. We must have practically bathed in it.
I do not remember you.
What are you saying?
They're probing our weaknesses, Hippo.
Wow. I'm sorry, Mom.
No, they're absolutely right. We will be attacking the land in the morning.
See? They'll be attacking the land and oh, no!
What's happened? Did you think of a comeback to something I said days ago and you just couldn't wait?
No, your priestess.
High priestess.
She's here?
No, high priestess. She's my high priestess now. It really allows me to take a step back.
She's a Hittite, Mom. And you can say, don't reinforce stereotypes, stupendous. But she literally was chanting over the necklace you gave her. It's some kind of witch biz.
So she has a past. Who doesn't?
It's not her past. It's her present. And it's specifically about killing God.
Oh, stupendous. I didn't think of you as the jealous type.
This has nothing to do with jealousy. You can't trust that priestess.
High priestess.
I don't care what her title is. I just care.
No, I was saying hi to the priestess. Hi.
Mom, you can't invade Krapopolis. It's my home.
Factually inaccurate at best.
Do you not care what I want at all?
I told you, you're 1 in a million. According to our customs, a brood of mixed heritage must be birthed outside city walls. Most of your siblings died immediately. Some, admittedly, by my own hand. Jaws, actually. It's been a while since I've had babies. I could go for some now. Did you get the schematics?
Yep, you got the helmet.
He gave it up without a fight. All in all, not a bad visit.
That's why you came for me. You were using me.
Oh, grow up. Everyone uses everyone. You think I like the ambassador accidentally brushing a fin against my side gills every time he squeezes past me?
That's just... I'm happily married. I think you misunderstand.
But I allow it because his father killed off the master whale. Read an Atlantis history book. It's a really big deal.
So I'm garbage to you.
On the contrary, you've proved your superiority the only way that matters, by surviving. You've earned the right to join us in our conquest of the land.
Hard pass.
That's fine, too.
Huh?
All right, kill these guys?
No, jail is fine.
All right, just let me squeeze past you here. There we go.
Only one jail cell in their whole civilization, and here we are in it.
Who cares how many jail cells? What difference does that make? We're in jail either way.
I'm just trying to make conversation.
All right, now, let's not fight.
I want to fight because it's your fault we're down here. I didn't want to come.
Nice, huh?
Is it your fault?
No?
I knew it was stupid to care about family.
Wow, that's smart. Not pulling any punches, I guess.
In or X for present company clusion?
I don't mean you guys. You don't count. You're like, family.
I'm tracing the logic here, and I think I'm either touched or furious.
I wanted to be recognized as special, to be loved. And I was. By you guys.
Touched.
Furiously touched. I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention.
I love you, brother. Oh, come here.
No, you idiot! I'm breaking us out of here. Take cover. Brace yourselves.
Oh, man, I gotta lay off the clams.
I knew you were a bit woo-woo, but this is too much. What kind of Delirian priestess are you?
One who will speak for Deliria, represent Deliria, receive her prayers and offerings. There is no higher authority on the will of Deliria than I.
Except for Deliria.
Oh, she's not around. Deliria worship will go so much more smoothly without Deliria. You'll see as you watch powerless from within this gem.
And now we're both dying. I can't believe you!
None of this would have happened if you weren't so offended by the idea of helping your mother.
I have no problem helping you. I just don't like being taken for granted.
I have never taken you for granted. You're one of my prized possessions.
I'm not a possession, Mom. I'm my own person.
Seems like splitting hairs.
You can ask me to help, but you don't get to tell me to. It's my decision.
Well, if it's really that important to you, Stupendous, permission to act freely with regard to saving or not saving our lives. Whatever feels right to you.
Good enough.
You're too late. The gem will be satisfied.
Okay.
Excellent arm snap.
Thanks for noticing.
All right, we're here. But now what? How do we stop the invasion?
The same way you stop birds from flying into your hair.
There's a few. Bird poison? Oh, but what about you?
Tie-proofing is built into my budget at this point. Blow that thing.
This is the choice you make? I may not have been the greatest mother.
You make my mother look like a barracuda, but a better barracuda. She at least never tried to eat me.
Well...
Everything I did made you strong. But you'd rather live in a place where you move slower, where you're weaker, where you're a freak? Is that what you're telling me?
My strength doesn't come from being the one fish who swam the right direction and didn't get eaten. It comes from everything I did after that. The experience, the struggle, the same way land people struggle. Gravity without water is a real pain in the ass. What makes me strong is the weakness. I don't want to be strong because I belong to a tribe of smug bullies who, by the way, aren't half as special as they think they are.
Why, you little treacherous... Oh, that's it!
My sons, 2 of the best orgasms I've ever had.
Why?
My name is Filbert. I used to be an ordinary net weaver, but then fortune weaved a different net. I nearly died.
Fun.
But instead, I became something more. Now, I fight crime, while trying to find the man who took my net. Time to weave some nets. But in the meantime, I've found the biggest net of all. The heart of this city.
Is somebody on the roof? Because why? I'm doing the best I can. If you just grab this branch, I can pull you out.
And let go of the water! That's a death sentence!
What's going on?
What isn't? We've got locusts eating our crops, our gravedigger died, so it's just sitting there. There's a bat infestation in the cheese cave, the fire-breathing orcs are back, and now the bridge has collapsed.
I was so preoccupied with whether I could build a bridge out of mud, I didn't stop to think if I should.
Stop wallowing, Simon. We can do the post-mortem later.
Sounds like you're ready to condemn the guy! Ultimately, isn't this your responsibility?
I'm just trying to save you.
Save me? Or save your precious reputation?
All right, what do we got? Bridge collapse? I need rope, rescue dogs, swimmers, and anything that floats. And Hippo, I'll take some of that tea you make out of coffee beans.
On it.
Stoop, whatever you're doing, drop it.
No, Mother, do not take Stupendous away right now. She is saving people's lives.
Wrong. She's just changing their death dates. I need her for something far more important.
Mom, no! I told you I don't like being turned into a quack!
What could be more important that also requires my sister to be a goose?
Well, whenever Athena gets a new temple, Stupendous and I become geese so we can go and defecate on it. It's a fun way for me to bond with my favorite child.
Great unnecessary burn, Mother. Can anyone help me? Anyone at all? Dad, good you're here.
Do you see this? See what's happening here? There's no olive oil. What am I supposed to dip my bread in?
Oh my God, help!
Thank you. I do need help.
Dad, rope. Are you happy? We could have saved her.
As far as we know, she's living happily downstream now. If you need me, I'll be at the bar.
I need you.
And I'll be at the bar.
Okay, 1 chicken for you. That's the standard payment for the loss of a loved one. Wait a minute. You didn't lose a loved one.
So I don't deserve a chicken?
Son, a word.
What is it?
Just circling back on the olive oil.
Dad, I'm incredibly busy. I know that's an alien concept for you, but I'm dealing with a million crises at the moment, and olive oil is not at the top of the list.
Yeah, but people love olive oil. I have to warn you, son. The folks down at the bar are not exactly writing you love songs as it is.
Ah, the bar. Yes, well, I suppose you'd be the expert on that.
I'm not sure about expert. More of an amateur. But why not throw them a bone, son? It's just olive oil.
It's work to get olive oil, Dad. It's work to get anything.
Well, that has not been my experience.
Of course it hasn't, because I do all the work.
You see, that attitude may play a part in your unpopularity.
In my All right, you know what, Dad? You want olive oil? You're in charge of olive oil. There's a trade meeting tomorrow. Why don't you handle it?
I like to try new things now and again. Happy to give it a go.
That was a weird move, putting Dad in charge of olive oil. I mean, I get it's not a huge priority, but I do want olive oil.
Of course you do. Everyone does. I want olive oil, but either Dad pulls it off, in which case, great, olive oil, or, and let's be honest, this is what's going to happen, we're no worse off than we started, and he's actually had to face a reality that things take work.
Huh. Wow, I gotta hand it to you, brother. That was well played.
Why, thank you.
You know what you got there? Is a win-win.
Win-win. Huh. I like that. Did you just make it up?
Yeah. I mean, not just. I've been workshopping it.
It's like a win on the one side and a win on the other. Almost like an object, like a perfectly balanced object. Whoever wins, we win. Win or also win.
I said I workshopped it already.
Did you eat enough berries? Athena has quite a few temples to poop on, and you wouldn't want to run out.
Yes, Mom. I got enough berries. Could you stop running my entire life down to the food in my belly?
Oh, come on, you love this.
No, I don't. I had stuff I wanted to do.
Well, you're my daughter, which means you work for me. Rock, 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 rock. Rock, rock? What are they saying?
Oh, Mom! Mom, are you okay? Why didn't you zap him? Was this some kind of game for you?
Zap him?
Yeah. Why didn't you zap him and turn back into yourself?
Myself? I am myself.
Stop playing, Mom.
I don't understand what you are saying right now.
Oh, wow. So you really think you're a goose?
What else would I be?
Okay, just gonna check. If I say Deliria is a weak little stinky butt who bosses people around because she's insecure, your response is what?
What is Deliria?
Oh, man.
There they are. Good boy.
Go, 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 go!
Oh, good morning, Colax. Have you been standing there long, or...?
I have the daily disasters, Your Highness. You wish to be briefed?
Oh, yes. Good.
The sinkhole now has birthed a second sinkhole, and the grain storage is now the rotten grain storage.
Yeah. But let's start with olive oil. Give me dessert first.
Olive oil is actually the one thing that's gone right.
I'm sorry? Gone right, as in...
It's been running very smoothly since you put your father in charge, Your Highness. And it makes me so mad.
And that, my good friend, is how you get kicked out of Gomorrah.
What is this? What's happened?
Ah, son. Want some olive oil? We've got plenty.
How? How did you manage to get olive oil? It's really hard to get. I mean, not always that hard. It's often very easy. But how did you do it?
Well, I missed that trade meeting you wanted me to go to, so I came here for a drink and ran into this ugly son of a bitch who had a ton of the stuff.
This guy!
The cannibal chief who wants to eat us.
If you could look past the cannibal part, you'd see a human being who eats human beings with olive oil that I share.
Well, it's all making sense now. That's the Shlub way. Blunder into a situation which someone just gives you what you need.
If by blunder, you mean get along with people well enough that they like you and want to help. Yeah, why are you picking on Shlub?
If I may, it's this insistence on telling people what to do that makes them not like you.
They do like me. Shut up, Miriam. You've got an agenda. And did you put the chicken in a baby carriage?
What of it?
You know what? Who cares what the citizens like?
Ouch.
You just like lounging about in bars doing nothing. But to do that, somebody needs to be doing work. And until you all start doing it voluntarily, you're going to need to be told to. And if that's unpopular, then perhaps popularity itself is the problem.
What's the word I'm looking for? It's right on the tip of my... Oh, right. Boom!
Why don't you get out of here, you big weenie? Get out of here!
Great job on the olive oil, Shlub.
Guess it wasn't a win-win after all.
Yes, it was. It was. It's just one of the wins didn't wind up feeling quite as winny as the other one.
Still smarting from getting thrown out of the tavern?
I wasn't thrown out. Not bodily. It's not like I was picked up and thrown. I was pushed. My feet never left the ground. Or, yes, they did, but only for a moment. If I'm being honest, I really wanted to see Dad fail.
I know! That would have been awesome! The guy waltzes through life, drinking and telling his dumb stories, just getting everything handed to him. Meanwhile, guys like us, who do all the work, get treated like crap.
Thank you. I guess that's just the way it is.
Not necessarily. What if letting other people do the work is the power move? Look at Mom. She has all the power in the relationship, and she does nothing. What if that's the secret?
Dad, once again, great work on the olive oil.
Well, I had fun doing it, so I'm not sure I'd call it work.
Yes.
So, we were thinking, what if you took on more responsibilities?
Well, as long as responsibilities continue to be no more demanding than no responsibilities, I'd be happy to. What did you have in mind?
Well, sinkhole for starters. And produce. As you can see, the figs are a bit recycled. There's still the bat infestation and the fire-breathing orcs to deal with.
Oh, my sheep!
And any other disputes, shortages, or avoidable deaths that happen today, everyone from now on, the sinkhole, produce, bat infestation, and orcs will be handled by the eminently competent and capable Shlub.
Yeah!
Give me your full name so it's official.
Schlubrick Michael...
That's a joke, right?
Swear to God.
Schlubrick Michael... Our new sinkhole, produce, bat, and orc czar.
Hey, you know they're setting you up for failure, right?
Tyrannis? He wouldn't do that.
They're not exactly being candid about it. Ty wants you to eat crap, which is not a great look for a king.
Ha. Well, maybe he'll get what he wants. I'm certainly not going to fill in a sinkhole. Who wants a drink? To failure!
Now, you know what? If your failing means he wins, I'm not gonna let it happen. Plus, you're such a chill guy, I don't mind lifting a shovel for you. I'll fill that sinkhole.
I'll help too.
Yeah, me too.
For Shlub!
So you don't remember when I was 3 and you got sick of waiting for me to be grown up, so you left me to be raised by fire ants?
No!
You don't remember when you offered to trade me to Hestia for a necklace?
That doesn't sound very nice.
You don't remember throwing me at a bear?
Oh, now you're making this up.
Mom, I'm gonna try something to jog your memory. Don't be mad.
Ow! Now, why would you do that?
It had a 50-50 chance. Oh, wait. Maybe you can just zap without remembering. Try this. And zap. Or zap. Come on, concentrate. Think of whatever you usually think of when you know you're a goddess. Zap!
You keep saying that word, goddess.
Yeah, 'cause you are one.
I don't know what that is, but I know what a mother is. A mother is loving and kind and takes care of her children.
In what world is that true?
Well, I'm sure if I remembered your childhood, I would remember warming you up at night and feeding you and teaching you to fly and protecting you from danger, because that is what a mother does.
Yeah, a mother goose. Huh. Maybe this is it. Maybe I just take the win right here. Get myself 4 or 5 years living with the good mom, and then we both get killed or eaten. I don't hate it.
Oh, sit and let me make you a nest.
You know what? I'm not going to feel the slightest bit guilty that we made Dad fail. It was a lesson he needed to learn.
Absolutely. This is the kind of win-win situation I was talking about. One where there's only one win.
Wait a minute. The sinkhole is filled in.
The bats and orcs are gone.
Figs?
And I was so drunk, I crashed right into this huge statue of a sphinx. Broke her face penis clean off.
Uh-oh, boss man's here. Everybody look busy.
There you are, son. Good news. Somehow it all got done. Sinkhole, orcs, bats. I didn't even ask.
He didn't have to. We like him.
Oh, and this old goat lover has granted us 100 years peace.
You're the goat lover.
It's never for love.
Wait, so everyone here just busted their asses for my dad. But when I ask you to do something, I'm the bad guy?
We don't like you.
Anyone can do what he does. He drinks and insults people. Hey, Big Nose, how's it hanging? Oh, there goes Dog Breath. Crazy chicken mum over there with her chicken baby.
Over the line.
I'm just doing what he does, just goofing around.
It sure as hell didn't feel like goofing around.
I did what my dumb father always does.
Now you're insulting my friend?
Oh, come on, you're not even friends. You only like him when you're drunk.
Now our drinking is up for discussion? You are absolutely the worst.
I'll tell you what I see. I'm looking around and I see a city that works a whole lot better when Shlub's in charge.
I'm failing upward.
Well, I'm looking at a bunch of people who got suckered into doing a lot of work for a drunk guy. You don't have to throw me out. I'll just go. I'm going, I said.
Hey, Mom, for old time's sake. Huh. Athena's temple.
Athena? Oh, that sounds familiar.
Oh, no, it's nothing. Forget I said it. Athena's just a dumb word.
Yes, we were flying there, but why?
No reason. We gotta relocate. There's a better lake over there. Let's go.
Oh, wait, I remember.
No, don't remember now. Remember later. Just stay dumb a little longer.
I am Deliria, the goddess.
Damn it.
And you didn't want me to remember that. You were going to keep that from me.
Just for a couple of days or years.
I'm going through hell as a goose. I worried about you. I doted on you. I built you a nest.
It's called parenting.
It's called torture. The unconditional love. The feeling that I would rather die than see you harmed. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
You're being dramatic.
I'm allowed to be dramatic. True form. True form. True form. Ow!
If you show me a woman, a man, or a beast, I'll show you a delectable sexual feast. Ah, I was just wondering whether I might pull off a fifth wind.
Yeah, we've been talking. You're the hottest thing in Krapopolis since, well, olive oil.
It is delicious. Hot and cold.
I'll cut to the chase. We're gonna storm the castle.
We're going to do what?
Tyrannis had his chance. The people want new management.
My army is at your disposal, King Shlub. If you want it, that is.
What do you say?
What do I say? I say you're all nuts. That's my son you're talking about.
Come on, your son wanted you to fail.
And I had a blast doing it. All good in the hood. Wait, hold on. It's beginning to seem like you actually want me to be in charge.
We do!
There's been a misunderstanding. I don't want to be king, and you don't want that either.
You telling me what I want? I don't know.
I see what's happening here. I believe your recent infatuation with me had less to do with what I represent and more to do with your own empowerment. Specifically, in opposition to a man who wants to tell you what to do. But all I represent is nothing, doing nothing, standing for nothing, which means I'd rather let Tyrannis do his own thing, as much as I'd rather you do yours. I can understand wanting to see a king fall, but we all have a choice. Do you oppose control? In which case, you should forget this nonsense and go back to drinking. Or do you, in the end, choose conflict, the thrill of retribution, and constant crisis?
Constant crisis! Let's storm the castle!
Do you hear that? They're storming the palace.
They're storming the palace.
Yes, thank you, Kolax. You should be on the front line protecting me right now instead of telling me what I already know.
I think I serve a vital purpose right here as your trusted news guy. Oh, did you see this? They're calling for your head.
Go!
No.
Great job, Dad.
I can tell from your tone you think it's my fault.
It is your fault. You encouraged them.
By doing nothing?
Yes.
Well, look, in a few minutes, they'll come in here, remove your head, and make me king, which will be pretty bad for both of us. So, we're kind of in this together.
You were supposed to fail.
Well, I'm sorry I failed you.
I wish I could get away with doing less like you, but I can't, and I guess I'm jealous. I don't have what you have, Dad.
Well, you have something I don't. You were right. I only get away with doing less because people like you pick up the slack.
Well, someone has to pick up the slack. Someone has to be in charge.
I agree. Someone has to be the one they yell at, the one they complain about, the one whose flat ass they make fun of.
They do what?
We can't talk about your ass right now. They're storming the castle. My point is, they always have to dislike someone. It's sport for them.
That's it. Dad, I want to make an announcement. Do you think you could get them to listen to me for just a little bit without killing me?
I think I'm likable enough to pull that off.
Well, this is fun. Never been in one of these before. Always flew over them, but never had occasion to see the inside.
Come on, Mom. Change us back.
I will if you admit that parenting is a form of torture.
Are you guys from around here? I don't recognize you from my flock echelon.
Oh, I'm sorry you felt motherly love for half a day.
Against my will.
Welcome to the club.
Hey, what do you guys think happens in here?
You die.
What? No! Get off me!
You're gonna die rather than get us out of this?
Oh, I won't die.
Oh my God! What is happening?
I'm the goddess Deliria. That's what's happening. True form. Oh, give me a moment. True form.
Oh, Goddess Deliria, please forgive me. I'll take whatever punishment you demand.
How about a sacrifice?
Seriously.
Well, if it's such a joy to give your life for someone else, you should love this.
Okay, Mom, I agree. Unconditional love is torture.
Thank you. Oh, this really is torture. I don't know how you mortals do it. Oh, yes. And since you almost killed me, let's do this.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Get him!
Hang on. I'm king now. If only for a moment.
Not how that works for the record, but go on.
And though it pains me to order anyone to do anything, I order you to listen to Tyrannis.
Thank you, Father. Colax, you joined them?
I knew which way the wind was blowing.
Hippo?
I didn't get this far by not joining any mobs. I do what I have to do.
Okay, listen. I tell people what to do because I want society to make everyone's lives better. And you all hate me for doing that. And of course, I know it's not me you actually hate. It would be anyone in my position.
We wouldn't hate Shlub.
But you'd hate someone.
Yeah, you!
Once again, I take that to mean whoever is giving you orders. So, for those who want to see things get done, those who want to stop people from bothering everyone, and those who want to watch those two groups fight, I give you local government. From now on, the city will be divided into tiny little neighborhood kingdoms where representatives of the people can argue and argue about anything they like, while the actual people watch and judge and enjoy.
So, how are the representatives chosen?
Exactly the kind of thing you can argue about.
Well, I don't want a little neighborhood kingdom.
Take it up with your local councilman.
Who's that?
You get to decide.
Well, it's not me.
It's not me either.
Well, someone's gotta do it.
Have we voted on that? Did anyone make a resolution? I didn't hear one. No, we didn't.
Well, look at that. You did it.
They liked me?
No, they're just too distracted to hate you.
Just as good. Come on, don't be shy. The new bridge is completely safe. You're absolutely certain that this one won't collapse.
Couldn't be more sure.
Because you've said that before.
Look, if this is going to be some relitigation of the past, I mean, what do you want me to say?
Okay, all right.
You want me to say that I was stupid? That I was dumb to build a bridge out of mud?
I'm not saying that.
I used the best information that was available to me at the time. I looked at mud, and I was like, well, that stuff works for huts. It works for covering walls. It works for roofs. It even works for ovens. I made ovens out of mud.
No one could have known.
You plop it down, you let it dry. It's as hard as a rock. And I was like, well, this stuff even comes from the river.
The logic is sound.
It made perfect sense. My mistake was I didn't account for wetness.
That's key, isn't it?
So I asked myself, what can get wet and then dry super fast? And it hit me.
Oh, no.
Sand!
You suck, Ty!
We don't need...
Oh, man, I had one job to do. No, wait, I had 2 jobs to do. Oh, man!
Am I'm a rich citizen robbed of their valuables, and they are riding me to do something about it.
Good riding or bad riding?
I still don't understand the concept of being rich.
Yes, are rich people the ones who have things or don't have things?
I believe they're the ones who cannot stop coughing blood.
Those are the sick.
And you have to be sick to be rich.
Correct!
Not correct. Look, it's very simple. Out in the wilderness, people didn't have anything. But here in the city, people can have things. If they have enough things, they become rich. But not if other people steal those things.
Because then they get sick.
Sickness has nothing to do with it. Mum, can you do something about the city thieves?
Of course I can.
And will you?
I don't think so.
What was that?
It was an invitation to the monster fight at Hermes' Monster Dome.
Ugh, those monster fights are barbaric. You hate them too?
Well, I haven't been, but yes. The Monster Dome used to be Deliria and Hermes' pageant of monstrous wonders. But when I got kicked out of Olympus, he took over, changed the pageant to fights, and changed the name.
Right, so you hate it for the wrong reasons.
There's no wrong reason to hate something.
I hate dolphins because one stole my ex-girlfriend.
So we've just totally moved on from my problem.
I'm rich!
You're not. I mean, you are, but not because of the sneeze. Fine, I'll handle it myself, and history will reward me. Because if there's one thing I'm sure about, is that society will always look kindly on those who defend the rich. Are these my speech practice dummies?
How should I know what you use them for?
Wait, why is this one wearing a hat like the baker?
Oh, I dress them up like people who have wronged me. Those are the kids who threw pebbles at my head.
You use your free time pretending to kill your fellow citizens?
It's not free time. It's training.
Well, get over it. Today, your job is to protect these people. Come on.
Is it an invading army?
Right now, the greatest enemy of Krapopolis comes from within.
Bugs?
Thieves! We talked about this.
Oh, the vase thing. I'm sure that'll work itself out.
There have been 3 more robberies since breakfast.
So what? People are taking things from other people? No one cares who owns what. Look, mine now.
Oh, man. I just stole that.
One way or another, you need to take care of this. Meet your new fighting force.
This is my old fighting force.
But with new uniforms. I call them police.
So who are we killing?
No one. Your job is to stop the thieves inside the city.
By killing them?
Only if absolutely necessary.
Why would it not be necessary?
Can you work this out, please?
No, I don't even want this job. I'm supposed to be outside the castle walls, facing real threats, stabbing invaders and cutting heads off dragons. Protecting vases is beneath me.
Then I guess the entire city will just descend back into the madness of the wilderness, where might makes right and only the strong survive.
That works for me.
That was sarcasm.
I don't care.
Fine. Until Stupendous decides to step up, you're in charge.
Begin the slaughter.
Change my mind. No one's in charge. And the uniform no longer includes swords.
So we kill with our bare hands?
No killing. If you see someone stealing something, tie them up.
If anyone needs me, I'll be in the forest.
We need you now. That's been the whole point of this conversation.
Oh, everything okay?
Yes. Why would everything not be okay? Why would you even feel the need to ask me that? Why are you interrogating me?
You're destroying your entire room. It raises questions.
It's called an aggressive remodel. Why do rooms have walls? I didn't say stop.
Is this remodel by any chance related to your invitation to the monster fights?
It's just why change the name? Deliria and Hermes, pageant of monstrous wonders. That is what it is. That's what everyone loved.
Did you ask the monsters if that's what they loved?
I think they love the pageant more than fighting to the death.
And I think it's all bad, but that's not my point. Can they leave now?
Yes. You have a child now. Congratulations.
My point is, we both hate Hermes' Monster Dome. I hate the brutal destruction of innocent feeling monsters for the pleasure of gods. You hate...
Monster Dome. It's a stupid name.
But we both want to see this thing go down.
I'm listening.
Like you said, you used to run this place. You know the layout, and you know Hermes. With your help, I think we can break the monsters out and end these fights once and for all.
Without monsters, it would just be Hermes Dome. No one would go to that.
And the monsters would be free to live out their natural lives.
Oh, I don't care about that part.
And I don't care if you care, so I guess we're good.
No! No! Why?
Thank you.
Oh!
I don't think you'll have any more trouble with thieves. Stoop, do you hear what I hear?
I hear screaming.
Between the screams.
Begging.
Silence. The peaceful silence of citizens who know their valuables are safe, which means they can feel safe to work in the city, to buy more valuables and so on.
This palace isn't as nice as my house.
You can go now. Thank you.
I still mostly hear screaming and begging.
Well, what have you done today?
Besides rescuing a little girl from a three-headed lion in the forest, the girl went a little feral.
How do we know those didn't come from 3 separate lions?
Any other dumb questions?
Nope, that's it for me.
And I don't care, because I didn't need you after all. The police are working perfectly.
So you've got a few banana burglars. You wanted your police to stop the rich from getting robbed.
And so far, so good.
My gold medallions! They're gone!
That sounds like a rich person. Police, come with me. When did this happen?
Just now. He's still in there.
Seal the exits. Find him. Feel free to help.
I'll feel free to watch.
Here! He's right here! Where'd he go? There! On the ceiling!
Grab his arms! That's what he's using to hit you. My crown! I nearly died. But since I didn't, I'm still stuck on losing the crown. No!
No one almost kills my brother but me.
You're not like the others.
Neither are you.
Ha! Got him! So, give up, please.
I'll see you again, but you won't see me.
And you won't see me. Damn it! He already said he'd see me. He's good. Do you have any more of those stupid police togas?
Several. A bunch of the guys down there quit. But I thought this job was beneath you.
The job is, but this guy isn't. I mean, literally, he's beneath us. Like he's down there somewhere.
No, I get it, because he...
jumped off the...
Yeah, he jumped off the roof. Now remember, the crown is solid gold, which means it dents easily.
Yeah, I don't care about the crown.
The crown is the whole point. If you can steal from the king, nothing is safe. The rich want this thief locked up, and the police are trying to make that happen.
The police are useless. They can't handle this guy.
I'll have you know, the police have caught dozens of fruit thieves.
And I'd do it again. Best mango of my life.
And this master thief made them look like fools. Don't you see? All the big crimes in the city were him. One man. He's a professional. A worthy adversary.
Someone has a crush.
What? No, I was fantasizing about killing him. It's different. Shut up. I'll be back when he's dead.
I don't love your motives, but I like your goals, so I allow this.
Why do you think the thief will strike here next?
Because it's where I would strike.
But you're not going to, right?
No.
I did not want to fight you.
Wait, what was that?
What, you didn't like my gift?
I'm using it, aren't I?
True. I noticed you threw it at the barrel instead of me.
I didn't have a clear shot.
I don't think a woman such as yourself needs a clear shot.
I don't think you know me as well as you think you do.
I think I want to.
What are we doing here?
You tell me.
Stupendous!
Go. Leave the city. If you don't, I'll have to kill you. I won't even ask for the crown.
You think I care about the crown?
She's down here. There you are. The thief has moved up to stabbing barrels of wine. He's getting bolder.
He changed the sign?
Can we focus? You said there's a service tunnel that leads right to the monster pens?
There was. Unless he's changed a perfectly good service tunnel, too. He changed the color.
Let's hope he didn't change where the tunnel goes. Just get in there. Keep him distracted while I save the monsters.
Only save the ones worth saving.
All monsters are worth saving.
Deliria, you got my invitation.
I'm here, aren't I?
Here, and testing whether the enchantment on the sign works. Good for you. Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Come in before we let the monsters out. I kid, they're never getting out.
Look at this place.
Yeah, I made a few changes since you left.
You mean since I was exiled?
And I was left running this whole operation by myself.
Running it into the ground? You changed everything. What was wrong with Deliria and
Deliria and Hermes' house of boring who cares? Gods don't want to admire monsters on a stage. They want to watch them fight to the death in a caged pit.
Come to the monster fights. Have a few laughs. Don't worry, gentle beast. I'm here as a friend to save you.
Fine, just go.
I can do whatever I want. It's my name on the door.
Only because you took down my name.
Clumsy.
I'm a little disappointed.
So am I.
Hang on. To plant your trap here, you would have had to watch me plant my trap last night and then let me leave.
And it was worth it to watch you fall into my trap.
Well, it looks like we have a moment to talk.
I told you to leave the city. You could just take the crown and go.
Take it where? And for what?
I don't know. To be rich?
Rich? I don't care about being rich.
Yeah, neither do I.
Of course not. We're both warriors.
I don't know what you are.
A soldier, like you. Used to be anyway, until we stopped fighting for ideals and started fighting for things, property.
Do we ever really fight for ideals? Wasn't it mostly land and resources?
It was for glory. I think you agree with me.
Maybe. Or maybe I've been using this time to get free.
Maybe I've been doing the same. What do you even want? To kill me? To cage me? To serve society?
To beat you! What do you want?
For you to come away with me.
What?
Leave the city. There's nothing for us here. We can be warriors in the wilderness together.
Huh? We can't talk here. There's a secret entrance to the palace behind the statue of Athena. The tunnel will take you to me.
The only place I want to be taken.
Little drop. Oh no, he got away.
Last one. Be free, Porcupotamus. Yeah, you're welcome. That was harder than I thought it would.
Whoa, this one can shapeshift.
I'm not one of the monsters.
And speak.
You're still proceeding from the wrong assumption. I'm in this cage because I fell into it.
And confuse me.
And this, a bench? What was wrong with the cushioned seats?
Gods like the bench. It's more casual. You know what, Deliria? This is why I had to change everything. Because when we were partners, you wouldn't take any suggestion that wasn't your own.
Because your suggestions were stupid.
Then you don't have to look at any of them. You're banned. Why haven't we started the next monster fight? Fun. Very fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a mishap in our monster holding pens, but not to worry. The winner of our last fight is ready for round 2, as is our challenger.
Would you believe that I'm here to help you?
More problems?
No, I mean, yeah. I've been working my delts so the shoulder plates don't fit the way they used to.
And you want to look your best for the thief. Your curiously sexual rooftop rumble is the talk of the market.
Oh my God, that's not what this is. I mean, I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're following your heart, and there's nothing braver, aside from fighting the dreaded chimera of Corfu.
But that doesn't tell me what to do next.
When the time comes, I think you'll know. And whatever it is, I'll support you. Unless you want help fighting the dreaded chimera of Corfu.
Thanks, Dad. You should go before he gets here.
The dreaded chimera of Corfu?
He's here. Grab him.
Wah!
You see? He's just a man. An extremely handsome man.
Thank you.
Stupendous. I have good news and great news. My so-called useless police caught the so-called master thief.
So now he goes to prison?
That was my original plan. But the city's rich believe we need a more permanent solution. What if we use that on the thief? And this This isn't horrible, though, right? I mean, obviously it isn't. It's not like it means we're no better than the thief or anything crazy like that.
But we are better than the thief. That's why the thief has to die.
And anyone could see that. To doubt it would be frankly offensive. There's nothing barbaric or disproportionate or morally unforgivable about...
Look, we've got a lot of stuff, and if you're not going to protect that stuff, I can take that stuff to a city that will. Say, Troy.
No, of course we'll cut off his head. I was being silly. And there's no way in which doing this makes us inhuman villains, deserving ourselves of justice.
You got caught?
Using the entrance you told me about.
And that's why your head is coming right off your body. The entrance I told you about doesn't go past the throne room.
But the police were everywhere, and I had to make a detour.
And that happened to be through the room in the palace with all the expensive stuff? Then we're gonna put your head back into the guillotine and slice that up. You played me.
Two things can be true at once, you know. I can want to run away with you, and I can also see the perfect time to strike a blow against corruption by disrupting the unfettered accumulation of wealth.
Were you always so full of wordy values crap, or are you leaning in now that you're desperate? And once we got all the head slices, we're gonna put him in a sandwich, and we're gonna feed that sandwich to the...
Wait, to the what? I want to know who's eating my head slices. But we're out of time. So I'll strip out all the wordy values crap and make it simple. Help me or watch me die. I trust you.
You don't have a choice, and my choices suck.
We haven't met. I'm Stupendous' father.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Sir, clever with his hands, and he's polite. Quite the catch.
He's also a wanted criminal about to be executed.
And I poop standing up. We all have something.
The rich are saying they're ready for the real thing.
What in Hades is this?
A monster fight with the only monsters I have left, since someone freed the others.
I have been with you the whole time.
Obviously, I'm talking about your son. Why do you always treat me like I'm stupid?
Because you are stupid.
And you're mean. Oh!
I'm telling you, you don't have to do this. I'm trying to help you.
This is for smashing my tiara.
And this is for telling everyone I peed my toga at your birthday.
Stay back. I'm warning you. I'm on your side, but I will kill you if it's me or you. I'm giving you a choice here and laying out the consequences. All right, so maybe not all monsters are worth saving.
You could do that the whole time. Oh, you know something? I think I understand the fights. I feel much better.
19 out of 20 monsters isn't bad.
I want to fight Apollo.
I want to fight Helios.
Oh, it takes so long for these to grow back.
Good news, I've negotiated with the rich and they've agreed to cut your head off with the sharp blade instead of the dull one. Okay, maybe not good news, but... What the... Dad, did you see what happened here?
Yes.
Find him!
Any idea where he went?
I have the same information you do.
Then you must also feel set up to fail.
What are you doing?
I'm staying. You're leaving.
But why? You don't belong in this world. You're like me.
I don't know what you are, but I do know that there's not enough time to figure it out before people come to kill you. And if you don't leave, my brother won't trust me, and the rich people won't trust him. So I have to trust you to go and never come back. Maybe one day we'll find each other again.
Maybe one day this new society of wealth and property will result in a city the size of the world, and half of us will be in cages.
Sure, maybe that too. I don't even know your name.
Haha, I know.
Aw, he stole my shoulder plate.
I have an announcement. I have decided not to execute the thief because I have invented something far worse and more punitive than execution. I call it extradition.
How does it work?
It's very simple. Instead of killing the thief, which many are saying is precisely what he wants, and therefore, ironically enough, too merciful, we remove him from this city, his precious, precious home, and send him far away to another city where he can never be seen again.
What city?
Even I don't know.
Will he be killed there?
Possibly.
Wait, is Krapopolis his home? It seemed like he was from somewhere else.
Alrighty then, looks like we're done here. Thank you so much.
What do you think happened to all those monsters you set free?
I don't know, but I know they found peace.
I can't believe I'm here. In the field, digging up the past to better understand the present and cement my place in the future.
You've really thought about what this career means to you, huh? Well, I'll be by the water unearthing ruins of a Spartan warship, and you'll be anywhere the hell else.
Excuse me?
You think archaeologists get famous by helping each other? You're on your own, Toots.
Toots? Who even says that? He'll see. He'll be begging me for favors when I make it to the top. Oh, thank God. I can still call for... help. Oh my. Whoa. Hello, cover of Brush and Shovel magazine. Now, if I can just get out of here.
6 chickens? Are you insane?
Hello?
Do you think I'm made of chickens?
It's the shell.
Fine. 5 chickens.
For a scepter that glows if someone doesn't respect me? Look, it doesn't even work right. I'll give you 1 squirrel skeleton.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, what's that?
Ah, excellent choice. It's a shell that says hello for people who don't have friends.
No, not an issue for me.
2 squirrel skeletons, and I throw in the shell for free.
Deal.
Can you hear me? I'm trapped in a cave.
Says more than hello. Best squirrel skeletons I ever spent.
What happened to you?
He obviously doesn't want to talk about it.
What? Why wouldn't I want to talk about it?
Okay, you got me. I just don't want to hear about it.
So who was it this time?
This was the food merchants for reminding them to wash their hands. This was a mother for reminding her we don't just abandon our children in the wilderness. And this was teens. They don't give a reason.
Have you considered not telling a city full of people what to do all the time?
I'm not telling them what to do. I'm trying to make sure this city is a monument to what humanity could be. A beacon echoing into the future, crying out, this is where civilization started, and it's all thanks to King Tyrannis.
If you said that to the teens, I think I know why they beat you up.
It was nothing of importance, I assure you.
And I reject your assurance out of hand.
Mum, Dad, what's the bickering? And can it happen elsewhere?
Well, I'll tell you. Some monster who clearly knew your father came up to us with a great shrieking and thrashing of tentacles, terribly rude, and said something about a wedding. And now your father won't tell me what wedding.
You know, actually, we were in the middle of something pretty important. How do we ensure that I'm remembered for all time as a visionary? Wow.
Can you hear me? Help!
I think your magic shell needs something.
Don't change the subject just because you hear a voice calling for help from a magic shell. I want to talk about this family's proven lack of respect for me.
Tell it to the shell.
Maybe I will. Hello, friendship shell. To be clear, I don't need a friend. I bought this as a goof.
Yes, hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, magic shell, I can hear you.
I'm not a magic shell. I'm a person, Alice.
A magic person inside an ordinary shell.
A normal person outside of a magic shell.
Oh, then we have that in common. Although I'm not entirely a normal person. I'm a king.
King? King of what?
Of Krapopolis.
Krapopolis? Okay, I may be about to embarrass myself very badly in a prank show.
On a what?
But I honestly think what's happening is this shell is connecting us across time. If you're really from Krapopolis, that means I'm talking to you from thousands of years in the future.
Thousands of... Well, that would mean Krapopolis is remembered thousands of years in the future. I knew it. This is incredible.
I can't believe I'm actually talking to the king of the lost city of Krapopolis.
Well, I'm pleased to... I'm sorry, king of the what city of Krapopolis, did you say?
It's not that I didn't want you at my cousin's wedding, I just...
Didn't tell me about it and told them I couldn't make it.
Well, it just seemed simpler, darling. We're from very different worlds.
So you're embarrassed of them? Or of me? Is that why you won't take me to your monster wedding? Or any other monster events with your monster family?
You know you can just say the words. We don't put monster in front of everything.
You think I'm a bigot?
No.
Shlub, I've no problem with monsters. How could you think that? I can hang.
Yes, of course. Clearly important to you, darling. So let's do it. Let's go to this wedding together.
Do you mean it? How wonderful.
You should know these are very orthodox monsters. They can be quite a lot.
I think I can handle a monster mash.
Ooh, maybe don't say that while we're there.
What, monster mash? Oh, no, of course not. Why would I? Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
But then the cave entrance collapsed, so I'm trapped underground with no way out, and I don't know if I'll die of thirst or starvation or another cave-in.
Right, but Lost City, how is it lost? I'm looking at it right now. We have 3 two-story buildings.
You're sort of self-centered, aren't you?
I'm the king. I'm supposed to be in the center. Is it possible you're a bad... what did you say your job is called? Archie-barky?
Archaeologist.
Is it possible you're bad at it?
The only reason I've heard of your city is I'm great at it. Krapopolis is a pretty deep cut. The only record of it is one line in an Athenian play. Something about it being better to be dinner in the woods than to have dinner in Krapopolis.
Yes, I'm aware of the expression. It's very popular. I'm trying to kill it.
Well, you should be glad you failed, because that's how you're remembered. And only by real archaeologists and excavaniacs like me. You're not exactly Athens.
Athens is remembered?
It's not just remembered, it's still around.
Seriously? How? How do they... Help me do whatever they did.
You remember I'm dying in a cave, right?
2 problems with the same solution. You're in rubble, but you wouldn't be if Krapopolis was still around, like... Athens. Help my city survive, and you won't have anything to arky-farky-size here, which means you'll never get trapped in the first place.
That actually kind of makes sense, except for arky-farky size.
Great. All right. So, what do we do?
Well, there's a million reasons the city survives or is remembered. Tell me what you're working on now.
We're figuring out how to divide our time between irrigation, Fred and Nancy's divorce, and replacing all our stone structures with wood. Obviously, Fred and Nancy's divorce comes first.
Who are Fred and Nancy, and why would that come first?
Interesting. Forget Fred and Nancy. They can stay together. Figure out a way to make it work. Fall in love again, even. They were so cute together in the beginning.
Push irrigation to the top of that list and do not replace stone with wood. Stone is most of what survives. And statues.
Statues? Really? See, this is the kind of intel I need.
Whoa. Hang on.
What? Did you find a way out? I didn't mean to sound disappointed just then.
No, there's a lot more stuff down here all of a sudden. I think me telling you how to change your priorities just changed history and made Krapopolis a little less lost.
It's working.
Everything here is an incredible find. Oh my god, this carving.
Carving? Of what?
A giant one-eyed woman beating a king to death with a wagon wheel while a fish watches. Hello?
Are you sure you're in Krapopolis? And you're positive the woman has one eye. Maybe it's a 2-eyed giant woman and she's winking.
A servant said you want me to focus exclusively on irrigation?
Not exclusively. Trade is also very important.
Oh, okay. And why does the shell have a say?
If you must know, the shell is a woman from the future trapped in the ruins of the soon-to-be not lost city of Krapopolis. Alice, say hello to Hippocampus.
Hi.
You're in the future? Did I destroy the moon?
You're planning to destroy the moon?
I mean, it's a dream.
The moon's still here.
Damn. What about the sun? Is that stupid old thing still up there?
No, wait. I need to talk to her about something important.
There you are.
Ah! And there you are. Beside a wagon with wheels. Wagon wheels.
Yeah, Hippo asked me to bring some supplies up. Something wrong with the wheels? I can take them off.
No! In fact, I just passed a law banning wagon wheels, so I wouldn't be caught touching that.
You're banning wagon wheels? Did the magic shell tell you to do this?
No, I simply decided they're dangerous. Someone could be killed.
By a wagon wheel?
Apparently. And frankly, unless you plan to kill someone with a wagon wheel, you should support this law and start burning wagon wheels. Easy.
She wants me to build a tunnel that lasts 5,000 years without child labor.
Yeah, we frown on that in the future.
Another great tip. But what's this about a tunnel? Are we changing the plan? Thought we were trying to make sure Krapopolis is alive in your time.
Yeah, no, just in case we fail at that, I'd also like to make sure I'm alive in my time.
Right, yes, of course, I'm sorry. Out of curiosity, has that carving changed at all?
No, it's still a one-eyed woman throwing the king in a well.
What? She used to be beating him with a wagon wheel.
She did? Wait a minute. Of course. This is like one of those time travel movies like Back to the Future or Back to the Future Part 2 or Back to the Future Part 3. By changing the past, you created a present where the wagon wheel picture never existed, so I never saw it to tell you about it.
Interesting. And remind me what we were talking about?
I guess when we change things, our memories of the old way just fade away.
I don't totally understand that, but I know we're sealing all the wells.
Are we worried about this?
We definitely are. But I love digging a tunnel.
And I love fire.
A toast to the bride and groom. Roar!
It really is so nice to be here.
We welcome you, Deliria.
Deliria.
I'm sorry.
It's pronounced Deliria. Don't worry, I love the way you say it. It's quite charming, in fact. I know our kind and yours have had a troubled history. So awful.
Well, these issues are very complicated.
And yet so simple. It's important to me that you know I'm horrified by my so-called brethren who burn monsters with divine fire without consequence. In this day and age, just so awful. Wasn't an entire monster region scourged last week?
Yeah, it was a monster massacre.
Don't put monster in front of everything, do we? Well, you can be sure that I will not be scourging this region, as long as you don't get on my bad side. Oh, that was a joke, of course. As you can see, I have no problem with monsters. I married one, after all.
You wanted an update?
Ah, yes. From over there, please.
We burned all the wagon wheels, even though you say you no longer remember why we had to do that.
I remember it felt important.
We also graded all the wells, which means buckets don't fit in them anymore, and we just got started on your new law about breaking all the pitchforks.
Very good.
Are we okay? You get this weird look like you're afraid I'm gonna stab you with something every time I get close to you.
Hey, you have pitchforks to snap, and I have a shell to consult, so let's not get in the weeds about who gets scared of being stabbed by what when they're approached by whom. What's on the tablet now?
Same thing as always.
Damn it.
Ty, and I say this as a woman dying in a cave with limited emotional bandwidth for others, are you the king in the carving?
I'm the king in the carving. The giant is my sister. The fish man is my brother.
Hippo is a fish man? I guess that's no weirder than anything else. Huh. But so this is what you look like?
I don't know. What does it look like?
Scrawny guy with big hair, and it looks like these are stink lines?
Everyone stinks. Do people in the future not stink?
We have something called soap.
I want the recipe for that. So, what do you look like?
Oh, I look like a shell. You know, if I fall into a cave with a tunnel leading out of it, I don't think we can assume I'm gonna find the shell. And that means neither of us is gonna remember ever meeting.
Right. Like with the carving.
I wish there were a way to preserve everything you've told me, in case I forget. I don't assume you have written language?
Written language? That's a thing? I knew it was going to be a thing.
You have it?
Hippo's been working on it. Hippo!
What?
Written language. Rush it into production.
It's working.
It's working? Already?
I guess the fact that you asked him to do it means he's eventually going to, so it's here. We did it!
We did it!
Okay, I'll get right on that.
It's going wonderfully, I think. Did you hear my speech about why monster stereotypes are so harmful?
Yes, I wonder if you might want to just dial it back.
Dial it back? They love me.
They're biting their tongues, darling. They don't want to hear about your kind hunting theirs to extinction.
But I came out against.
It's not a topic they're eager to rehash with you at a wedding.
Raw! Raw! Yes, raw, everyone. Hello? My husband seems to think you're judging me, but I know that's not the case. Or you'd be attacking me and attempting to tear me apart with your monster jaws.
Because monsters try to tear everyone apart indiscriminately?
Obviously, I was joking. If anything, I'm quite a fan of the tearing apart. You know, if you're good at it, you're good at it.
Did you know that?
You are judging me. A bunch of snarling monsters is judging me. Don't you growl at me. I'm not too proud to admit I was wrong. Better to keep us separate, after all. And to keep them separate as well. Do you get it? Oh, lighten up. So, straight home or stop for mead first?
Are you serious?
Straight home, then.
Have you deciphered it yet?
Almost. It's basically linear B. Might even help us finally decipher linear A.
Well, I can't decipher any of what you're saying, but tonally it sounds like a big win. Why did they stop digging? Do I need to bring back the child labor?
I mean, yes, but a couple buildings collapsed.
This is more important.
All right, I'll tell that to the bereaved.
Alice, are you free yet?
Nope, still in a cave.
She's still in a cave, Hippo.
Ty, we're worried about you.
Worried about killing me with that pitchfork you hid.
Huh?
This Hello shell that you bought, it's supposed to make you feel less lonely and sad. Did it ever occur to you that it's just telling you what you want to hear?
He's saying you've gone insane.
That's not what I'm saying.
It's what I'm saying.
I'm saying this needs to stop.
Okay, I've got it.
You've got it?
Yes, Tyrannis.
Oh my god. It says that? It says my name?
The legendary Mad King.
Legendary, nice. Wait a minute, Mad?
Who took orders from a seashell and was confined therefore to a prison for the insane?
Well, that's... right.
Men and women are the same. We're equal. We all have 32 teeth. If someone would just count mine.
No, we're not going to count them. But thank you, Phenomenon, for sharing. Adrian, Beadrian, would you like to go next?
As you can see, we're two brothers. That's right. We were born on the same day. Same mom, same dad. And we look the same. But we're two different people.
Beadrian, we've gone over this. You're clearly one person who was split into two by the curse of a witch.
Well, I'm the king of Krapopolis.
Me too.
No, he really is king.
Ouch. Everything I've tried to do, I've failed. More than failed. I wish I'd never found that shell.
Shells, man.
I wanted to be remembered, wanted to touch the future. And all I managed to do was cement my fate as an ineffectual madman whose sister is going to murder him. At least that problem and the problem of me being locked in here cancel each other out.
King Tyrannis, your sister is here to see you.
What are you talking about? I don't want to kill you. I want you to get better.
Better healthy or better dead?
Better dead?
I knew it. Get away from me.
Look, our jobs are stressful. Let me show you an activity I do when I'm stressed. You'd probably want to draw you killing somebody who isn't you. Or not. Maybe that's what would scratch your itch.
You've been drawing these? You are never going to kill me.
I don't know about never.
We can't determine how we're read or remembered. It's madness to try and control a narrative for thousands of years. I get it now. I've got a woman to save. Can you get me out of here?
Can I get you out of here?
Well, I guess I didn't really know what I was doing anyway.
Gorgon, you're alive. Oh! You're all alive. And more monstrous than ever. How?
Consider it a peace offering.
Did you have to drop them?
Just listen. You were right about the whole thing. I wanted to prove that I wasn't like the other gods, but that's just more god behavior. And we were at a monster party, which I ruined. And that's why I've returned your friends. I assume they won't mind some of their legs and wings getting mixed up. And I can say that with confidence because I know they already hate me.
Given that you have created a new kind of monster, which we will call the Frankenstein, we accept at least what seems to be the spirit of your strange apology.
Oh, I wouldn't call it an apology.
Darling.
Yes, fine. I apologize.
Roar!
Roar!
I have as many teeth as a man!
I'm a complete individual, human being on my own. Yeah, me too. We're both that.
I'm digging a tunnel that will erase my memory of the seashell that told me to dig it. Oh, boy. Hang on, Alice. I'm coming.
Ty, if you finish the tunnel now, we'll never finish securing your city's place in the future. Krapopolis will still be a lost city.
History and arky-farky are just ideas. What's real is people, and whether or not they die in caves.
But I won't remember you. Neither of us will even know you saved me.
But I will have saved you, all the same.
Ty, what are you doing in here?
And why did you dig a tunnel?
I'm not sure, but it feels like it was important. Why am I holding a shell?
Speaking of important, check it out. A drawing of me throwing tide to lions.
I don't care for it.
I just do it for stress relief. It's not supposed to be good. How'd the monster trip go?
I would say quite well. But it's just a trip. You don't have to put monster in front of it. Eh?
Yes. Your mother even created a new monster. A Frankenstein monster.
Actually, it's just called a Frankenstein.
It was frightening, yes, but such a lucky accident. If it weren't for the cave-in, these artifacts might never have been found. And the writings alone are going to revolutionize the study of this long-forgotten city. This kind of discovery is why you get into archaeology in the first place.
And what was the name of the city again?
Krapopolis.
Ah. Do you think it would be possible to change it?
To change the name? No, I don't think so. I mean, it already is the name.
Why would they name it that? Seems so easy to make fun of.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to say it?
Maybe you should.
The word crap is right in there.
So, as a journalist, that's what you would use. You'd say more like Krapopolis, and you'd feel good about that. You'd feel like you had done your job, hit on something pretty smart and original.
I guess it might feel a little hack.
All right, then.
Still not a great name.
It's the name, all right? Let's
I appreciate that I'm saying this right now. You're both dicks if you fall back in love. And I don't care if my ugly possessiveness makes it feel romantic. It won't be. It'll be a dick move that got called ahead of time. Perfectly reasonable no that makes sense. Step back, I'm not wounded. I'm just in this position because it's badass. So get back. You making fun of me. You bring one more stick to me and see what happens. Thanks for bringing all those sticks. I assume this is like a truce. So I'm gonna lay down and either heal or die. And I'll kill you in the morning. Hungry. Hunger. Eating food, yes. Come on. This game was supposed to take our minds off starvation. Don't cry heroically, we still have one more round. We can come back, I pray to my father. What? Okay, you can cry now. Cry hard, you just killed us. I'm sorry. I didn't know I'd be on the hook for everyone's misery. Now you're on the hook for our deaths, hey. This is good though if we're all being honest. I hate the swamp and I want my mummy. What are you doing? My mom gave me an emergency ritual. Samasa. A good-looking rock and mud. Gonna just this looks like my mom. Think right. You're spending a lot of time on the breast. You don't get to judge family dynamics. Goddess Deliria, mother of the ungrateful. Goddess Deliria, mother of the ungrateful. My father is coming. Goddess Deliria, mother and ungrateful. This is the Goddess Deliria. Yes. Yes, Mom. I'm sorry and I need you just to. If you'd like to leave a sacrifice, you can do so after this message. If not, lose this ritual. Frog, frog, give me the frog. Dolphins, keys, I hope you're happy. This brackish water is killing these guys. Yeah, you're fine now. But trust me, I'm sorry, Dad. I don't want to hear it. Daddy's here. This ends now. You're getting married. Where are these jackasses? Get over here. You horse ass, what's your name? Gravy Carrots. I don't want to hear it in you. You're delirious kid. Titmouse. Yes. That's your name, Titmouse. No, tell me your name, Tyrannis. I don't want to hear it. Here's how it's gonna go down. I don't care who marries her at this point. One of you is, the other one is dying. Dad, no. Don't make me choose. I'm not. You choose wrong at dawn. The two of you fight to the death for my amusement. But more importantly, to uphold no. No, for my amusement. These dolphins are dying. Yes. You are dying, dolphin ski.